Oh, hello everyone, it's me, Shmerel the Kohen, and here I am, off to get my lunch now. Yes, in last chapter of the Chumash, in chapter 10, Hashem discussed some laws of the holiness of a Kohen. Well, in chapter 11, we continue with some more laws. Yes, we Kohanim are very, very holy, and therefore Hashem has special laws that apply to us. However, did you know that every Jew is, in a way, like a Kohen? No, you don't get to work in the Bet HaMikdash and eat the yummy peace offerings every day. However, what you do get to do is be careful to make sure that your body is holy. How can you do that? Well, in chapter 11, you'll find out that certain foods, Hashem has told us, are considered kosher. That means when we eat these foods, we are able to connect with Hashem in a proper way with our bodies. However, certain foods, Hashem has told us that if we eat them, it makes us impure. It makes our bodies impure and influences us with negative things. So therefore, we have to be very careful. Well, I'm going to go fishing for my lunch now. Let's see what I catch. Hey, oh, what's going on over there? Aha, I think I caught one. Here we go, reeling them in. Wonderful, I caught myself a fish. Oh my gosh, it's a big giant sea monster. Excuse moi. Who are you to catch me from the ocean? Oh, wow, what is your name, giant sea creature? My name is Doug, and I am a fish. I am a kosher fish. Wow, Doug, a kosher fish. That is awesome. How are you, Doug? What does it take to be a kosher fish? I am very surprised at you. You are a Kohen. Don't you know that in chapter 11 in the Torah, Perek Yud Aleph, the laws of kashrut are mentioned? Wow, they say sea creatures are very wise. Don't eat me, okay? I will not eat you, but while you pull me out of the water, I will teach you a little bit a lesson about kosher. And then I will eat you. No, just kidding. I don't eat Kohanim. Okay, so first law you have to know in the chapter 11 is that the Torah tells us the signs of a kosher animal. A kosher animal has to chew its cud. That means inside of its stomach, there's 4 stomachs. And when it chews its food, it goes down to the stomach. It gets all mushed up, then goes back up to the mouth, chews it again, and goes back down to the stomach, a different part of the stomach, and processes it again. So the animal is always chewing all day its food. And then the next part is splitting of the hooves. If the animal's hooves has 2 parts, if you can look one side all the way to the other, this is called a split hoof. This is a kosher animal. But the Torah tells us that there are some animals, 4 animals, which they're trying to trick us. Yes, they're trying to trick us. These 4 animals only have 1 sign and not 2. They are the hare. The hare, you know, that rabbit over there? Yes, well, this rabbit, he has chewing of the cud, but he does not have a splitting of the hooves. And then the camel and the piggy, he's a tricky one, we see, because he has split hooves. So you look at him on the outside, and he pretends he's a kosher boy, but he's really a faker. If you look inside, you will see there is no 4 stomachs in the piggy. And then finally you have the hyrax. The hyrax is a very interesting animal, which also may chew its cud, but he does not have split hooves. And of course, you have me, the fishy of the sea. Mr. Cohen, if you want to go fishing, let me teach you how to find a kosher fish. A kosher fish has fins and the scales. You see, the fins are the parts that help the animal to swim through the water, like the top fins and the side fins. I don't know the technical name for them. I'm only a little fish. But then you have the scales. The scales are those things, if you rub your hand on the back side of the fish, little sharp edges that are scales, like little coverings folded one on top of the other. And if you rub them the right way, it's smooth. If you rub them the wrong way, well, then you get scaled in your skin. So please remove these before eating. Fish must have fins and scales. By the way, this reminds us how a Jew must always be strong, and he must be like a fish. He must go away from negative influences. He must be strong to swim against bad influences, and he must have protection on him, like the scales, the Torah and the mitzvot that he does protects him from any negativity in the waters of the world. Wow, thank you, fish. That's a great lesson. What else can you tell me about kosher? Well, I can tell you that these birds, the birds in the heavens, the Torah does not tell us which ones are kosher. There is no signs of a kosher bird. But the Torah does tell us that there are several birds which are not kosher. And the Torah goes on a whole list. And if a bird is not on this list, it is kosher. So you have the eagle, you have the owl, you have the vulture, and you have the raven, and other different types of birds that are mentioned. A lot of birds are mentioned in the Torah. These days, Jewish people are careful only to eat birds that we have a tradition that our fathers ate, since we don't know 100% if the translation that we have for the words on the Torah's list is 100% accurate. And now, of course, worms inside food are not kosher. Definitely, no worms are kosher. And any type of creepy crawly insect is not kosher. By the way, if an animal dies and is not given shechita, you may not eat it. It must have shechita, even if it's a kosher animal. It must be slaughtered the kosher way. Also, you must be sure that the animal has on it, that the animal is, if it is dies, it is considered tameh, impure, and that anything that comes into contact with it becomes impure and may not be eaten in the Beis Hamikdash. And of course, my dear friends, the insects, they try to use them to catch fishes. That's why I am very happy that insects are not kosher, so I never get caught by the fishermen using insects as bait, because no insects for me. There are 8 types of creepy crawly creatures which are considered impure in the Torah, and these are called the Shmona Shratzim, the 8 creepy crawlies. They are the weasel, the mouse, the hedgehog, the ferret, the chameleon, the lizard, the snail, and the mole. Wow, fishy, you are definitely a very knowledgeable fishy. I can't eat you now. No, you will not eat me, and you're lucky if I don't swallow you. Anyway, also the grasshopper. Well, there are different types of kosher grasshopper. However, we don't know exactly which one, so no eating grasshoppers, okay? Thank you very much. You're very welcome. I'll throw you back in the sea now. Splash. Wow, what a lot of halachot. I don't know how I'm going to ever remember all those details that fish told me. Well, I'm really hungry. I'm going to go and have a little snack. Perek Yud Aleph, chapter 11. 11 is a secret code to remember all the kosher laws that I just learned. 11 is a secret code for date. Mr. Cohen, how does that work? Well, I'll tell you. You see, the D has actually a hidden 1 on its side, and the T is also a hidden 1. And the A and the E are vowels which don't count in our secret code. So D and T are 1 and 1, spelling 11. Ah, very good. Now how will the kids remember that chapter 11 has all these kosher laws? Oh, well, for that, kids, I will tell you a silly story that happened to me at snack time today. You see, I went out to go and have myself a little bite to eat in snack time, and I was going out, and I said, look, it's a bowl of dates. Wonderful. I love dates. Delicious. So I took the bowl and I started to make a bracha on the date. Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam. Whoop! What a delicious date. Wait a minute. There's something wrong. Some of the dates in the bowl, they look like they're not really dates. They have surprises inside of them. Can I eat these dates? I must inspect. Oh my gosh! There is a camel, pieces of camel squashed up into this date. Not kosher. Goodbye, Mr. Date. What's this? Oh, a date. Oh, it's got fish inside of it. Oh my! Ah, but it's a kosher fish. I can eat it. Delicious. What is this date? Let me see, inspecting if I can eat it. Ah! It's a worm. Goodbye. What is this? Let's see if I can eat this date. What's inside that date? Oh no! Insects and butterflies! Get out! Let's see, in this date over here. Ah! A kosher grasshopper! Yes, I'm a Kohen, I know the signs. Kosher grasshopper. Just in case I'm not sure, I'm just gonna throw it out. Okay. And what else do we have over here? Ah! A kosher animal. It has split hubs and chews its cud. Wait a minute. But it died. It was not given shechita. Goodbye. Oh! What is going on over here? I can't find any more dates that I can eat. Ah, wonderful! A date with kosher animals inside that chew its cud. Let me eat it up. And my last date in the bowl. I hope it's kosher this time. Who? I mean, I hope the date is kosher. Who? Who is saying who? Who? Oh, who? It's an owl in the date. That is not kosher. No siree, throw it out. Okay, boys and girls, I hope that you remember that in Perek Yud Aleph, that's chapter 11, chapter date. There's nothing to do with dates. All there is to do, though, is the laws of kosher food that you may eat and things that you may not eat. Thank you very much for watching.